You're listening to Soap Saga TV, all the latest in television entertainment.
This is Belinda from Soap Dirt, and as always, our predictions are based on recent episode promos and official CBS soap opera spoilers. Hey fans, this is your weekly prediction edition. I believe Nick is going to commit Sharon to Fairview following her attack on Daniel. As for my first prediction, I have Victor and Victoria for Chelsea, Adam for Sharon, Daniel for Nick and Sharon, and Aldra and the Abbot. It began this past week when the mustache told Cole to stay away from my daughter, and he walked away from that conversation with Victor and took Victoria to his bed. So that's pretty funny, and spoilers for Monday the 17th have Cole and Victoria waking up after their night of passion. Victoria is about to step into the black sheep role that Adam usually occupies because she is defying her father Victor on two fronts. Victoria is about to rub her father wrong, just personally and professionally next week. Then on the work front, on Wednesday the 18th, spoilers say Victoria is in a moral bind because she is unhappy that Victor is targeting Billy and his company Abbott Chancellor when that's somebody she cares about, and he is her co-parent who fathered 2 of her 4 children, so she is wanting to warn Billy. He also tells her he is going to quit his job in England and move to Genoa City permanently. Victoria knows her dad disapproves of this and doesn't care. Say Victor snaps at Victoria for wanting to support her ex-husband Billy. Victoria is used to being her father's daughter, and even when she does something bad, like sidelining Nikki and firing Nick when she was CEO of Newman, he still says, "Good job, that's my girl." However, I believe that Victoria's tendency to support Billy in this situation could lead to her feeling Adam's black sheep issues, as our second prediction shows that Adam's sadness leads to another hookup. Spoilers for Tuesday, the 17th, indicate that Billy is not giving up on Chelsea. It seems as though she is attempting once more to win Billy's forgiveness and give her a pass for boinking Adam. But Billy has already informed her that it is a deal breaker because it is Adam. If it had been almost anybody else, I believe Victor or Adam, both of those would have been deal breakers, and Billy despises Adam, which is why she is aware of all of this. On Friday, the 20th, Chelsea and Adam are concerned that they will be hurt. Despite all of their failures, Connor is chatting to Adam in this week's promo when he mentions that he and Sally were doing well, but he goes back to his relationship with his mother. Chelsea was more than just that mature conversation, which I'm not always a fan of, but it is what it is. While Connor is speaking to Adam, Chelsea is listening in. We also see Chelsea being rejected repeatedly by Billy, Adam, and Sally, who is simply over him and all of his antics, so they seem anxious about Connor, and I could see a rerun of what happened in Baltimore, where they were anxious about their child having a few drinks and then doing it again. Though I'm aware that many people oppose their reconciliation, it seems like that's where our third forecast is going to come from. Sharon kidnaps Daniel Romanato, so on Monday, the 16th, she tells him what he advised she do. Unhappy that her pet hallucination, Cameron is driving her to target Daniel. Repulsive, and he goes on to tell her that he's a figment of her imagination, so it's her idea. She's all over the place, rude to Esther, and goes outside to talk to herself, with Cameron yelling at the hallucination for being wackadoo. When Daniel arrives, Cameron tells her to calm down and not blow it. On Monday, she approaches Daniel and asks him to come out on the small backyard patio area to speak with her. On Tuesday, the 17th, spoilers indicate that Sharon clarifies things. Sharon is very focused on Daniel because Cassie's death is really tormenting her. By Thursday the 19th, she is trying to cover up what she did. Those are the spoilers, so I suspect she's going to do something to Daniel if she is channeling Cameron. I could see her dragging his coffee, helping kind of half dragging before the drugs take effect, drag him out to her car and stash him somewhere. We are approaching the end of this, and by the 24th, that's when she should be completely unhinged because that is her 30th anniversary episode. And it's not going to be one of those clip show one-off things. This one is supposed to move everything forward, so look for that our fourth prediction. Or she could be covering up what she's done to Daniel once people realize he is missing. In order to commit Sharon instead of her, Nick drags her to a Fairview. Being taken into custody, and already this past week, Phyllis informed Nick that in order to get Sharon back on track and get her medication sorted, he needed to check her into Fairview Psychiatric Hospital for a timeout. In addition, Phyllis complained to Nick about how insane Sharon was and how she was threatening Daniel, Heather, and Lucy. Of course, Nick has been talking to Mariah and Faith, and they're wondering if things are really as bad as Phyllis claims. They know the girls don't think it's that bad, but they don't know how bad it can get where Nick. Doesn't Nick have Mariah and Phyllis checking her mom's medication? Well, when Maria went upstairs to check her mother's medication, they never showed her in the bathroom holding a prescription bottle. But Maria later reported that her mother has been taking them strangely since they didn't show that bottle, since they showed the ibuprofen bottle. In any case, Sharon is either flushing those pills every day rather than taking them, or her medication is severely out of whack and not working. Therefore, Monday the 16th spoilers show Nick talking to the girls about. Then, on Thursday the 19th, spoilers say Maria exposes Sharon in a lie the same day that Nick is looking for advice on how to help Sharon. I wonder if Nick is speaking to a doctor at Fairview and if he is going to have her checked out. Sharon also misses a doctor's appointment and doesn't answer the phone. When they arrive at the house, they really don't know where she is and what she's doing. At that point, she's interacting with Daniel. Unintentionally committed before all is properly said and done. My last and fifth forecast: Audra may attempt to defect to Jabo. Approximately 1.5 weeks ago, Kyle informed Victor that Audra had betrayed him. Then, last week, Victor confronted Audra, revealing that he knew she had told Nate that he owned the GLAAD. Audra justified her actions, saying that she trusted Nate and that he wouldn't tell anyone, but Victor doesn't like Nate or trust him, essentially saying, "I don't want to hear it." Leaving his office, I don't think he fired her, I just think she's on thin ice. However, Audra is furious with Kyle, and there was a spoiler from last week that, in my opinion, is still in effect. If Victor is going to fire Audra, Audra wants revenge on Kyle, which is undoubtedly what Kyle is pushing for. I believe Audra could approach Jack Abbott and Diane and simply say, "Look, give me a job at Jabo, and I will help you take down Xad." Could even pitch the idea that if you hire me to Jabo, Kyle might try to get rid of me so you could entice him back. After that, you could move me to another division. Ashley spends time at a Jabo branch in France when she isn't getting the help she needs, and she can tell them that she can help destroy the bridge between Kyle and Victor while also helping to protect Jabo. I think that would be fantastic because I would like to see her betray both Kyle and Victor at the same time. Could even suggest to Jibbo that if you hire me, Kyle might try to fire me in an attempt to lure him back. You might then transfer me to a different division. When Ashley isn't receiving the assistance she needs, she works at a Jibbo branch in France, where she may inform them that she can assist in destroying the bridge that unites Kyle and Victor while also assisting in Jibbo's protection. That would be great, in my opinion, since I want to see her betray Victor and Kyle simultaneously. All of the main podcast services, including Apple Podcast, have soap available, Spotify, Radio on iHeart, and more.